Y'all. Y'all. So, I actually, met Jackson at his meet and greet in Long Beach last Sunday, and I still can't believe it actually happened. It feels like a dream. You know, I just couldn't believe that it was actually, real life. I'm still on cloud 9. I just really can't believe that actually happened. I was actually blessed enough to go to this. Granted, it was a spontaneous decision. My really good friend Aminta told me that it was happening, and I was like, I feel like this is it. I feel like this is the moment. And I'm glad I went with my instinct, because I was actually going to cancel it, because I was like, I don't even know how it's gonna be. I just wasn't sure if it was going to be what I thought it was going to be. And for the money to fly from Dallas to LA, I really had to really think about it, but man, God was really on my side, because dear God, I did not post anywhere or say anything to really anyone but my best friends and close people that I was going to this event. I did not post it nowhere. I did not want to say anything until it was guaranteed that I had a wristband and I was checked into the event. That was when I was going to say something. I just want y'all to get a full grip of the emotions that I went throughout the day. Okay, so wake up, my friends meet me at my hotel, we hang out for a bit, and then we go get breakfast. And when we, coincidentally enough, the place that we end up eating breakfast at is literally right next door to Fingerprints. We were like, oh my God, this is perfect. So we find an amazing parking spot right in front of the store. We go eat, and then by the time we're sitting down and eating, literally at that time there's only 10, 20 people in line, if even that. I was like, great, this is lovely. This is lovely. And then Aminta saw LaDawn in the line, and so we go to say hi. Honestly, the night before, I was already getting super nervous in waves. But while I was eating and all that stuff, I was just thinking about what I'm actually gonna say, how everything was gonna go, and I was just getting so nervous, because I know how these things go. It's quick, and I was like, oh, am I even gonna have time to process seeing him this close to my face and saying what I need to say, because I was really scared I wasn't gonna be able to say what I wanted to say, but I also had nothing prepared. So I was just gonna go up there and say whatever I wanted to. So yeah, I was actually in shambles, but I was trying to hide it very well. I was just happy that there were not tons of people in line by the time we got there. So we finished eating and then I go get in line, and LaDawn's like, come. So me and Aminta get in line with her, and then we're talking about random stuff. I want to say we were in that spot for almost an hour, and then the store owner came out and was like, you guys need to get on the other side of the sidewalk. And so we were like, okay, but there was a tree dripping some random stuff on us, and I was like, I literally don't have an umbrella, so I do not want to stand right under this tree. And then we are told to go to the opposite side of the street. So we all have to go to the opposite side, and thankfully where we were in the line there was shade. Praise Jesus. So we got shade and we were comfortable. We were just chilling, and then the time came for them to start doing the check-in. So I showed them my confirmation email with my name and the confirmation number, because I bought albums, and she tells me my name is not on the list, and I was like, what? So literally my heart just dropped to my feet. I started to get a little lightheaded. I was like, oh dear God, I came here And I spent all this money and I spent this weekend here, and you're telling me the main reason for me coming to LA right now is not happening? I was literally, when I tell you I have gotten so much better at controlling my facials, because I used to just really have everything reading on my face, but I've gotten so much better at that. I've learned it from work. I was literally on the floor, rolling, screaming, crying in my head. But on the outside, I was just like, they're like, okay, we see you have the confirmation email. We're gonna keep checking everyone else in, then we'll come back to you and we'll figure something out. And I was like, what? If I had my best friends there, that wouldn't have happened. That would not have happened. They would have been like, no, like, she got the email, she got the confirmation number, like, what more do you need? I was too much in shambles to even like fully concentrate on anything. And y'all, I was waiting for them to come back for almost 2 hours. Mind you, that meet and greet, I swear, had about, like, I feel like it was at least 500 people. If I'm exaggerating, oh well. But the line was long. And so I was just literally for like almost 2 hours struggling, because I was like, am I really not about to see this man? And thankfully, Aminta was just doing such a great job of trying to distract me and tell me that it was all gonna work out and I was going to see him. Like, it's just gonna work out. And I was just like, dear God. And so we went to go find them again, because one of the girls with us came later and she needs to get her wristband, and then we got it figured out.
That's feeling nauseous, which is good, but the moment I know we move, I'm gonna be nauseous. The way that I already know.
If they had told me no, I think I would have just passed out on the floor. I would just passed out. I mean, like, you tell me I spent all this money, and then I would start crying, and I would just pass out. Just on the floor. Done. Finished. I would have been over. It all worked out, even though I was highly stressed. Highly stressed. We get closer to the store. They're starting to let us in. I was super excited, but I was also just internally dying, because, hello, I'm about to meet Jackson. I have literally been a fan of this man since 2015. Like, I've been a fan of GOT7 since 2015. You just always dream of this moment of meeting someone you you really, really, really look up to, like, up close and personal. And like, this was the first time this has ever happened since becoming a fan. So I was like really, really, really scared. Like, I was in line shaking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like actually happening. I look crazy. I'm dying. I was trying to dance a little bit to like help me not be so nervous, but I was genuinely terrified. And we just kept getting closer and closer and closer, and I could feel my fingers getting like super cold because I was just that nervous. And I was like, oh, I hope I'm not blushing, because I be blushing so easily. Like, it literally takes nothing for me to blush. Because they were walking closer, and the bodyguard is like, how many people are with you? And LaDawn was like, oh, it's just me and her. And then we had 2 other people behind us join our group. So it was 4 of us, and we're all walking up, and LaDawn is first. And he got so excited to see her. It was so cute. Oh my God. It was so cute. He was like, oh my God, hi. And then he saw me and he's like, oh my God, hi. I was like, oh my God, he's actually happy to see me. He was happy to see me? Me. What? I could have literally collapsed in that moment, because it's little, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm telling you, when the adrenaline kicks in, because I don't know how I kept things moving. I don't know how I was forming sentences. I don't know, but I'm grateful my adrenaline kicked in and things just were flowing, you know? Well, not flowing, but I just wasn't speechless. Like, I'm happy I was actually talking. Cause wow. Like, when he looks in your eyes, oh my God. I don't know, his eyes are just so warm and endearing, and they're already beautiful, like, in general, but they're just so warm and endearing. And just looking at them, you're just like we actually made eye contact. Oh my God. What do I do? Okay, so after he gives us the high fives, he says thank you for the support. He's like comforting the girl on the end because she was like really shaken up, and I was just like, oh my God. She was really shaken up to see him. It was so cute. And then he immediately told me and Ladon, like, I watched y'all's reaction to Blue. We were like, what? I don't know. I'm like, you're such a busy man. How did you see that right away? I'm telling you, I don't know how I was even forming sentences in this moment. I do not know how, but I just thank God I was able to do so. Then he asked how we liked the album, and I was like, I love it. I love it. And then Adon was like, I came here to get some dopamine. And I was like, yes. And then he was like pointing to us, and he was like, you too. And then he was like, I love y'all's reactions. And he was like, I love that you guys actually dance. And then he like danced a little bit. I was like, ah. And I was like, we have to though. Like, we just have to. And then he was starting to say bye, and he was giving out high fives. And then he's about to give me a high five, and I gave him one. And I was like, I mean, can we get a hug? And then he hugs us. And then we do our little group hug. And then we go on our merry way. Oh God.
Awesome. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Thank you. No phones, please. And you guys can go ahead. No phones, please.
You know, I just think it's crazy how this actually happened. Like, I still can't process that this happened. I still can't believe that this happened. It was such an experience, and he makes you feel so comfortable. He's just so sweet and so chill, and he just really tries to make everyone feel as comfortable as possible. If you start crying, he will comfort you. Like, oh man, it was the best, and I have been waiting so long for a moment like this. And a moment like this, some people wait a lifetime. That's how I felt. Like, I was just like, wow, this actually happened. When we left, I was distraught. I was in shambles. And like as we were leaving, I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And one of the guys there, I don't know if he was shopping there, if he was just being nosy. I don't know if he was actually there for Jackson, but he's like looking at me like, I was like, well, leave me alone. I'm trying to process like what just happened. Like, I know I probably look insane to you. And at that point, I did not care, because a goal that I've had for a long time was to just meet him in person, and it actually happened, and I just really needed to process it. And then we go to eat, and while we're eating, half of us are still like trying to process what happened. And then while we were waiting for the food, I literally just bawled out in tears, and I have a breakdown in the middle of the restaurant. And once again, a guy from another table was just looking at me like so embarrassing. Look, I just really needed to let it out. Like, I just couldn't believe that it actually happened, and I never thought that this day would actually come so soon. Yeah, I just didn't think it was actually possible for me to experience that this year, and I'm just really so thankful that it actually happened. And as y'all know, well, maybe you don't, if you watch my vlogs, I talk about how I've just really been depressed. Things are slowly starting to get better, and you know, this was just another monumental moment to help me to just feel better about everything, to feel better about my life, to help me to get more motivated about things. So thankful God blessed me with this moment and this opportunity. Alexis, don't cry. Don't girl, don't cry. I just really want to thank everyone who took screenshots, who recorded the live. Oh my god, that's another thing. I had no idea Team Wang was gonna do a live, and people were like, is that Lexi? I was like, oh my god. They went live for the whole meet and greet, and I was just, I was really like, oh my god, because so many people sent screenshots and videos and all that stuff, and I just want to say thank you so much for all of that. It meant so much to me, because I really just love to have like proof of these moments so that I can go back and watch, and it's not just something that's in my head. Like, having physical proof is amazing. And so I just want to thank everyone who was nice enough to do that when they saw me on there. Like, thank you so much, seriously. It just made everything so much better. I did not even get to say what I wanted to say to him, because I was just really starstruck and caught off guard. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that I love that you were inspired by Prince for this album, because I literally grew up listening to Prince, and I don't know, just like listening to him is like, it's childhood, it's memories. I just think it's really cool that you were inspired by Prince. I can clearly hear the inspirations from him. And I also just want to let you know that, hey, I would love to join Team Wang. I mean, I can... I always do this. I always think of stuff to say after I've taken... But anyways, sorry for the angle. I just want to add that I want you to know that people really do support you. Like, if more people could have gotten into that meet and greet, they would have. Like, that would have been a huge meet and greet, Jackson. A huge one. So please do realize that people will show out for you. Like, they really, really will. People will always be there to support you. And people love you so, so much. Please come to Dallas. But all I can say is that I just thank God for this moment. I just can't believe that actually happened. Like, that was actually real life. Okay, I'm about to start crying again. Let me go. Bye, y'all. Peace.